Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Boss Ravioli Queens podcast. We are your hosts, Boss Lady Amy,
Nicole Ravioli,
and Jasmine the Queen.
So today's episode is a
Podcast.
It's the podcast.
So today's episode is a two-parter. It's our Christmas holiday episode. So Merry Christmas, everybody! Woo!
We probably should have dressed a little more festive. Amy's the only one.
I know. I think my Santa shirt needs to go in the wash.
I don't have festive clothes right now. You talk to my boss, you'll find that out
I guess
too.
I could put on my warm fuzzy sweater.
Oh yeah. So this episode is called a Caregiver
Christmas.
A Caregiver Christmas. That's the one. So in this episode, we'll be talking about what it's like living in a facility, home, whatever you want to call it, and working there and around the holidays.
Slaving the day away.
Sips water judgingly.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies up.
Anyways, so working on holidays, thank your healthcare
Sucks.
workers, please, because it really blows when you don't get to spend time with your family for the holidays.
Especially when everybody else is just like, oh, do you got plans for the holidays? No,
Yeah,
I'm working.
That's the plan.
Those are my plans.
My plan is spending the whole freaking day at work so y'all can enjoy it with your family.
So you're welcome. Tell your kids those gifts are from me.
Literally.
Or being on call for the holidays.
Oh, that's even worse.
The worst because
Then you don't know when you're
There's
Yeah.
always a forest fire, an entire forest fire. It's not just one house, it's every house.
right.
Mostly on the holidays or whatever, a lot of people call in.
Yeah, because they want to spend time with their families.
Yeah.
Because something comes up or whatever where they get a chance to spend time with their families and they're like, I'm not coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, that's cute. Well, grandma just served pie, so figure it out.
Yeah. Literally.
I'm also not coming. So.
I'm also not coming because I worked the last 12 Christmases.
Oh, speaking of exciting things, this is the first year since I took my little 2-year break hiatus from healthcare that I'm going to have a Christmas off.
Oh my god, I know.
I'm so excited.
I technically do, technically don't. I picked up a shift on Christmas because I want that mush money, but it's just an AM shift, so I can still have like Christmas night.
That'll be fun.
That will be fun. Also, it's kind of funny because even though working on like holidays sucks, that money though,
That
That's
money
the
would be
only
nice.
bonus.
And sometimes when a company is really short-staffed, they offer an extra bonus on top of like the double time or time and a half. Like, oh, it's nice.
it is really nice.
I'm doubling up on New Year's too.
Do it.
What?
So we're not going out New Year's Eve?
I was going to, but I won't have money until like
Wants that
after it starts.
money.
So I'd rather have.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. We're still going out.
Considering I'm still waiting for my thing to come, or my job to start.
Yeah. That thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little
And we're not going out because I work an AM shift and then a night shift.
ew.
Why would you do that?
Yeah,
The
why
only
did you-
one available.
Why?
Oh, ew.
Anyways, that's a little
Gross.
bit about the caregiver side of things on the holidays. We can talk about the residents because we've said a lot that the residents don't really have family that comes to see them, and if they do,
Sometimes.
chances are they're living with other residents that don't.
Right.
So we are literally their family
It is
for
sad
the holidays.
sometimes.
It is really
It is
sad.
really sad.
Like to the point where like the caregivers will literally like sometimes be the
Buy
ones
them
buying
gifts.
them gifts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've done that every single year regardless. Like, even if they do have family, I still get them stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, and nothing irks me more than like when these family members come around and they act like they are like in their lives. And it's like,
Mhm.
no, you don't get to make decisions for this person that you see once a year.
Mhm.
Fuck right off.
I had a resident actually that when I was doing dementia care and stuff or whatever, her family lived a couple blocks away from the home. And for the holiday, instead of coming to see her, they sent her a handwritten card on a piece of paper that they folded in half, and they said, "We really miss you," in highlighter, and sent it to her at the facility. Didn't even drop it off.
They mailed it
They
to her.
mailed it to her. And I'm reading this to her, whatever, and she's like, "Oh, they're such good kids," and I'm crying. And she's like, "Oh, such good kids, because."
No.
And I'm like, I couldn't even. I like handed her the card and I had to walk away. I was like,
That's gonna
I
make
felt
me cry.
so
Shit.
horrible. And
Same.
she was the sweetest lady. She was so sweet. All of us caregivers would spend so much time with her. We would sit there and we'd play with her hair and we would do her nails. Like, she was the sweetest lady. And I cannot believe her family would like not come and at least see her on holidays when they live so close.
That is so sad. Like when you have those residents that just always talk up their kids and are always telling you about them and
Mhm.
how much they love them, and you've never seen
You've
the kids
never
once.
seen them ever.
That's so sad.
There's literally two types of families: ones that care enough to like come visit their loved ones, and the ones that throw them in a home and never see them again until it's like their deathbed. And that the only reason they do that is because they want to fight over who gets what.
Yeah, and that really sucks too.
Yeah, and that's awful too. When you like never see them when they're well, and then suddenly now that they're on hospice, you see the family all the time. Where were you before? Like,
have y'all
you
ever
can't pick
had
and
it
choose.
where they like come to pack up the room or whatever, and this is like the only maybe the first or second time that you've seen them, and they get into an argument about who gets what when they're packing up the stuff?
Yep. That was when my great grandpa died or whatever. The whole family was fighting over certain stuff.
Or not only that, but like if the resident made like they had clear wishes as to like, oh, this goes to this person in the facility or this goes to whatever, and then the family members are like, no, I'm taking that.
Yeah.
No, you're not respecting their wishes.
Right.
Exactly.
I hate when family does that. They don't respect them.
Any hoozles. We should probably get back to talking about holiday stuff.
That is holiday stuff still.
I mean, it's all
everyday
generally
stuff.
depressing.
It is all generally depressing. That's
Bah
really
humbug.
depressing. Okay,
It does
Scrooge.
warm my heart though when they take residents overnight and they take them for a
Yes.
sleepover at their
Mhm.
house. I love that.
I know, I do too.
It's so nice. And when they come back with a whole bunch of gifts, it just makes your heart so warm.
Yeah. I love when a resident comes home with like a new Christmas sweater or like
yeah, and they're wearing it.
or like for
so
the ones
proud.
that are cognitively impaired, like a new sensory toy or whatever. Those things are very nice to see.
So, friends, what are some of the things we do for these people when their families don't step up?
Well, we've already said that we buy gifts for them because we do.
We try to decorate the homes.
Yeah.
As pretty and as decked out as we can.
A lot of times we do, or kitchen staff, depending on like what kind of facility you work at, usually tries to make a big Christmas meal.
Yeah.
We do the best for the family members who do want to come that like maybe can't take their loved ones. We try to like arrange something so they can still be there with their loved ones and eat the dinner with their loved ones.
Yeah. I will normally do like big Christmas cookies, or if the people have money, sometimes we'll do an activity where we take them out and go Christmas shopping, and we'll like wrap up presents for them and hand them to their loved ones and stuff, even if they can't do it themselves.
Or like in my case, for that Christmas party that I told y'all is going on, we invited the residents' families to come to the facility and spend time with them. And we've got like, I don't want to give too much away yet because it's like tomorrow. But we've got like stuff that they can decorate too. And we're going to do like a little decorating contest and have door prizes.
Stuff that they can deck the halls with.
Yeah. Speaking of decking the halls, I must say, when it comes to decorating at my work, I go all out, like way more than my house you would ever see it.
That's so sad though, but like, yeah, me too. Like at work or whatever, they give me an opportunity to decorate. I'm like, okay, you wait.
Streamers, garland, ornaments hanging from the ceiling, lights in the doorway.
Yeah, lights
like,
in everything granny.
Like I'm going all out. Trees absolutely gorgeous. While at home, there's like a sad snowman on the shelf. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
My old roommate and I, she had like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It was literally just
with a couple branches.
You told me about this.
Yeah, and I decorated it with my fruit roll-up wrapper.
And
it was horrible.
That
Fruit
brings
roll-up
me to another
wrapper?
point though.
Like, okay, not the wrapper, but like, you know how you have to peel it off of that, like...
You wrapped it around, didn't you?
Stop it.
I basically TP'd the tree with it.
Stop.
That was garland for you.
Did you at least color it green first?
No, because it was already dyed green. It was faintly green and red, thank you.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Oh.
Also noteworthy that we were also both caregivers at that time too.
That's
Makes sense.
fair. But no, that brings me to another point though. There's been so many years that I spent working my ass off like around the holidays, and I ended up doing all these like super fun things with my residents that I should have been doing with my family. Like decorating and baking and shopping and like all these things.
I haven't done all that kind of stuff with my family for years. Probably not since I was like a kid and I couldn't even work, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done it forever.
I don't know. It's just like being at work. It puts you in like that different mindset, I guess. And also too, depending on what type of residents you're working with, if they have like cognitive deficits, some of them, it's really just heartwarming to see that childlike wonder.
When they're still excited about stuff, yeah.
Especially the ones that are like mentally like 5 or 6.
And one comes to mind.
They get so excited.
I know who you're thinking of.
The same person. He's been on the phone with Santa for the past month.
Oh, stop it!
I miss him so much.
We keep telling him, we're like, hey, who are you on the phone with? Santa. You better put in a good word for me. So did you tell the big guy what I want? No. Well,
we just watched the first Santa Claus movie today.
Oh.
Okay, that is one thing about the holidays, though, is that there are certain residents when they fixate on stuff over and over and over again. I want to watch this movie. I want to watch this movie. I want to watch this movie.
Or the old people that have nothing but Hallmark on.
I think I've watched Home Alone 50 times already.
Oh my god. That's why I avoid Christmas movies sometimes. Sometimes I'm in the mood for them, but other times I'm like, I'll see them and I'm like, I love this movie, but like I've already caught glimpses of it like 40 times this year.
Literally the only Christmas movie that is a must for me every single year is The Grinch. That is the only one. And the one with Jim Carrey, not the new stupid one.
I was going to say that's the best one.
So. I'm sorry, but the new one is horrible. I hate it.
I don't hate it, but the one with the Grinch is the best one.
You mean Jim Carrey?
Yeah, that.
The one with the Grinch is the best one. You heard it here first, everybody.
I meant Jim Carrey. But you know.
They have the original
the
cartoon
Grinch.
Anyway.
Well, the cartoon is
you
good.
Please lay down?
It's the one with Jim Carrey is just the best. He's just the best Grinch.
Jesus.
With little Cindy Lou Who.
Yeah. She's not so little anymore.
She not so innocent no more either.
Nope. do me a favor, if you haven't yet, go search the band Pretty Reckless, because Cindy Lou Who is the lead singer of that band.
Mhm. Little
Have fun
Cindy
if you don't
Lou
know
Who.
already.
Mm-hmm. She's awesome though.
I know, I still love her.
What was it? I just had the thought and I lost it. Yep.
Said not today.
Chugga chugga woo woo.
Was that a forward stab? Oh. Lord. Anyways,
I do like the Santa Claus movies though.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
They're all pretty good. We watched a
There's
new
like
one
a
today
select
called
few.
The Claus Family on Netflix. Wasn't bad, but like halfway through, I realized that it wasn't in English. Like, okay, rephrase.
Oh, it's not originally in English.
It's dubbed, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, the subtitles are popping up for the residents, and
And the
I'm
mouths
looking at
don't
their
match.
mouths, and I'm like, that is not what you're
That
saying.
bugs me.
That is not what you're saying.
Unless the storyline's really good, that bugs me so
Right.
much.
Honestly, it was pretty good, and the only reason I didn't notice till halfway through was because I was doing like one-to-one stuff with the other residents while that
Ooh, I
was
do
going
like the
on.
movie Single All the Way though. That was really cute.
Single all the way.
Yeah, because it was like this gay movie or whatever where he took his friend and college roommate home with him for like Christmas. They've been friends for like ever.
Oh.
But they're like super compatible and super cute.
Oh,
And-
you told me about that.
Yep,
Yep, I
and
remember.
the one guy keeps trying to like find somebody or whatever to like date or whatever, and the other guy's just been like waiting for him to realize that like he's in love with him, and it was like,
Aw,
so cute.
that is cute.
It was so cute.
I've seen
Adorbs.
clips of that movie. I haven't seen the whole thing though.
That was
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
that was the one me and a friend were like sitting on the couch and crying over one time because we're like, I want that.
Me too, girl. Me too.
I mean, she already had a boyfriend, but you know, he's kind of oblivious to like what she wants or needs. Even if she tells him, he's just like, whoop.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that.
I know.
Any quiz?
Anyways, Christmas.
Christy Moss.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up was that when there's nobody to buy presents for the residents, a lot of the times we'll end up using their personal funds, especially if they have like a large amount of money, and then we'll just use that to buy their own presents, and that's very sad.
It's
It is a
super
little sad because I mean the whole point of Christmas is to try like.
It
I mean, you don't really need gifts for Christmas, but like, still.
it makes me feel a little better when they're like not really aware of their finances.
Mhm.
As far as like they're like, oh, I didn't even realize I had money sort of thing.
Right.
So, but it's like sad when they like that money that they get, that's all they have for the month, and there's like no more, and that's what they need to get like their, you know, hygiene items or whatever it is. But it's different when they have an excess amount of money. So it makes, I don't know,
Yeah.
makes me feel a little bit better when it's that situation, but when it's a situation where like this is all they have, that shit sucks.
Yeah. Or let's talk about the flip side though, where we have like those residents that are like hoarders and they literally have everything
Oh
that they
God.
possibly want.
Everything, yes.
I was just at a facility where this lady was a hoarder, and you walk in her room, there's like a path to like her bedroom and like a path out. And it was just, I don't know why she's obsessed with this website, but it was nothing but Temu. And they weren't even open. They were like
Because
she just has
there.
Temu, I swear to God, was made for like the older generation because they're so like frugal
It's
with
like-
their money.
It's like the new Wish.
It is. It is. It's
That is
better
true
wish.
because also though, like Temu can be kind of hit and miss for things
It
too.
is.
So
It is. It's very hit and miss for things.
as was Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Or on the other side of that, when you use all the consumers' money to like get their own presents, and then there's that one in the house that doesn't have any money,
Oh, yeah.
and they don't have anything to open on Christmas.
I never, ever, ever let that happen. Ever.
So I've done it before. Where like, so one of the first programs that I ever led was all guys that like had no understanding of like money, and they didn't really care about like what they got. It was more so the act of opening things on Christmas that excited them.
Right.
So I literally just handed out the gifts. I didn't even look at the names or anything. I just let each person open stuff because they were just happy to tear and do it. It didn't matter who it was for or what it was.
Sweet though.
It's sad though.
It's sad and sweet. Like
bittersweet.
Literally.
And it's crazy, like even the nonverbal people are the ones that you don't think have any awareness, like how excited they get about the holidays.
Lies if you think they're not aware. They are wholeheartedly fully aware. They are.
Yeah, don't think just because they can't speak that they don't understand what you're saying.
Okay. Yake. Yasmin. That one house that I worked at, that Mama J's at. She's like the lead of the house.
Oh,
right. Okay. So, God, I hate not being able to use names. Turkey Ham.
Yeah.
Okay, we know who I'm talking about. So the first Christmas I worked there, he got so excited when we were opening up presents. He had the biggest smiles, and
he's so cute.
He got this really soft, fuzzy blanket and like a stuffed animal pillow kind of thing. It was so adorable.
I know, he's so cute.
So cute.
I miss that house.
I miss that house too.
It's crazy how their demeanors change.
I know, Mama J, we miss you.
Seriously, like their demeanors, like especially on Christmas.
They know.
They might not know what it means, but they know Christmas equals good food and presents.
And happiness.
Overall
joy.
And music, usually.
And Christmas movies.
And Christmas
and
movies.
And Jammy Day. Like, nobody gets out of their pajamas because it's Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to stay in your pajamas all day, you go ahead and do that.
That's definitely going to be me when I'm old.
Yep. I mean, that's already me now.
Me too.
Literally, the first thing I do when I come home is change into sweats or pajamas. Like,
that's why it irritates me sometimes when I'm like go to a place or whatever, and it's like getting them ready for bed, and I'm like, let's get ready for bed or whatever. And they're like, not yet, and I'm like, you don't have to go to bed. Let's just put your pajamas on. Oh, no, not yet. I'm like, why don't you want comfy clothes on? You're not doing anything.
Like that one lady who wouldn't let us get her ready until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Ooh, thorns in my side.
I mean, like you said, that's what I do when I get home.
Yeah, you go home and you
not going to dress up for my house.
They don't want to get in bed or whatever, and they're sleeping in their wheelchair.
Yep.
You're already sleeping. I had one lady yell at me one time because she was sleeping in her recliner. And I went to get her up. It was like 9 o'clock or whatever. She's like, why do you get us up so early if you're going to put us in bed so early? I'm like, it's 9 o'clock at night.
That's late for me.
I was like, and I looked at her and I'm like, you're already sleeping. Like, what?
I swear to God. I can't breathe right.
Smoker's cough.
It is not. I just inhaled wrong, damn it. Anyways. And it's Vapor's cough, get it right. It used to be Smoker's cough. Either way.
Okay, so it's bronchitis then.
Can we talk about what I was going to say before it's gone with the wind? It already is. Fuck you.
I know, that's because you continue talking, so you continue your thought.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Oh, it's like those residents or like the grandparents in movies who fall asleep and you change the channel and then they're instantly awake. Like, I was watching that.
Like the Proud Family.
Yes. Like Grandma and the Proud Family.
Hey, I was watching that.
Yeah. Then passes back on
Yeah.
as soon as they turn it back.
I genuinely think I'd be rich if I had $1 for every time I've had the argument with them about like, we're just getting ready. You don't have to go to bed. We're just getting ready for bed.
Oh my god, for real.
Ah, come on. Where's those dollars?
You know. Izzy! No. Excuse my dog, of course, playing with her toy now that we're doing something.
Mhm.
Literally, you have been here for an hour and a half, and she not once has picked up a toy.
It's always when we're doing something.
Yeah.
Always.
Like, you and I sat down to watch a movie the other night,
Mhm.
and we
Instantly.
had been like playing Fortnite. I
Mhm.
was in my room, he was in the living room, and we're just playing Fortnite for hours and hours and hours, and then we want to watch a movie, and all of a sudden she's like, squeak, 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 squeak. Why?
It drives me nuts, especially
She's
because
a bitch.
if we're both at work or whatever, she's got like 8 hours.
8
So like,
hours. And for me, 8.5.
mm. Mhm.
Oh,
She's needy.
you get coal for Christmas, ma'am. You ain't getting shit.
She'll just lick it.
No, she'll get plenty.
She will. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I
She's
know.
spoiled. She's so spoiled.
She is really spoiled.
Mhm.
We need to get them some bones, though.
I know. I need to find bully bones. Anyways, enough about our dogs. We have veered off topic so many times.
So much. But you know what? I still think we covered everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did, with a lot of anecdotes along the way. Whether they were
Socials?
about holidays or not. Socials.
You can find us on Facebook,
TikTok
YouTube.
at Boss Ravioli Queens. Or bossravioliqueens@gmail.com. If you would like to email us.
Yes, if you would like to email us with questions, comments, concerns, or not even email, reach out to us on our socials.
Mhm.
We love friends, collabs, sponsorships.
Mhm.
And y'all, at this point, we are literally begging, please comment on things. We want to
Please.
hear your feedback.
Yeah, literally.
Please. When Miss Ravioli here puts up posts asking for feedback and no one comments, it makes us so sad.
So sad.
Literally.
We cry ravioli. Streams down our face.
The sauce?
Sounds
Because that's what I'm
painful.
picturing now.
Sounds painful.
It does sound painful. Anyways,
See?
that's going to wrap it up for this episode, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.